yards and 27 touchdowns. Bingham is led by their stingy defense, and three-star safety Charger Doty sets the tone. On offense, the Miners have one of the best rushing attacks in the state, led by running back Carson Sudbury. Which style of play will win out and advance to the quarterfinals? It's win or go home, Syracuse versus Bingham, our Game Night Live Game of the Week. Let's go.
A KSL Sports presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Sponsored by UCCU.
Welcome to South Jordan. You can't beat this for high school football. Ron Thorne Stadium on the campus of Bingham High School. We've got 6A football for you tonight. The Bingham Miners taking on the Syracuse Titans in the second round of the 6A playoffs under the Friday night lights. We got football weather. We got nice, cool fall weather tonight. And we got some great football. I'm Jeremiah Jensen along with Stevenson Sylvester. This is Game Night Live and Sly. It's playoff time. We got it started last week, but things get really serious this week. Bingham the 8 seed, Syracuse the 9 seed. Really, really good teams. Let's start with Bingham. Their run game is going to be the key to their success tonight.
Yeah, Carson Sudbury returning from last year. He had a tremendous year last year. This guy gets it done on the ground. And it's exactly what you want to do. And any great football team understands I got to have a good running game in order to have effect. And that's what it is. These guys coming off a week break, both got bye weeks last week. You can expect some great things from both of them today.
Yeah, Sudbury had an injury this year, and Tristan Brimhall and Chase Swenson both stepped up and picked up a lot of yards and touchdowns while he was out. So that shows you they have some depth at that position as well. Let's make the move over to Syracuse now, and their pass game is their thing, and they've got two wide receivers that are as good as it gets.
Yeah, Sean Blanton and DJ Mays are Mr. Everythings. We covered them the last week of the season versus Davis, and these guys get it done. That catch right there in the end zone we saw firsthand, that was a tough catch, and they are awesome, especially with Jake Hoppins being able to throw these guys the ball down the sideline, post routes, go routes, short routes. You just get the ball in these guys' hands, and they make it happen. Up over 800-plus yards receiving for each of these guys this year. These guys are dynamic.
Mays and Blanton have combined for 27 touchdowns this season.
Wow.
And 1,900 receiving yards. You're going to see them a lot tonight. The coin toss is happening right now as both teams begin to take the field. We've got a fall break crowd here tonight, Sly, but there's still an energy. This is playoff football. This place is rocking.
Fall break always messes things up during football season. Who has a fall break?
I tell you who does not have a fall break. That's us on Game Night Live.
we got a spring break. We got a spring break, though.
Never stop, never settle. That's us here at Game Night Live. Now we're excited for this one, Sly. This is going to be fun. Both of these teams, I feel like, at 8 and 9, maybe a little bit underseeded. The computers, they do what they do. We don't control that. I think both of these teams have a case that they could have been a little bit higher, but neither are region champs, and here we are. And the winner of this game will get to take on the winner of American Fork and Westlake. And I think everybody would assume that American Fork makes that happen, but we'll see what the Westlake Thunder can do tonight.
That's what happens about playoff football. That's the most exciting thing about playoff football is anything can happen. Records go out the building. You're on the field right now, so make it happen. So many underdogs come out on top because they got nothing to lose. So many people who think that they didn't have an opportunity in that game make an opportunity. That's what playoff football is all about. The game isn't won until it's played, and so I'm excited to see this. As we said, this Syracuse Titans team, they got to be taken seriously. They are a serious threat. We saw them all the way in the state semifinals last year. They were an amazing football team. And Bingham coming in with this rich history they have at this school of winning. They want to uphold that standard.
11 state championships in Bingham's history, and a lot of those came recently during that incredible run by Coach Peck. And now a new era at Bingham High School. Head coach Eric Jones, along with his offensive coordinator, longtime successful head coach here in Utah, Freddie Fernandez. And Death taxes and Bingham football.
Right?
Here we are again.
There's our guarantees.
This team wins a lot of games, although, this year 5-5 in the regular season. Not the regular season they wanted, not what they're used to, but they play a tough schedule. They play the best teams in the state, and it gets them ready for this moment in the playoffs. And as you mentioned, this is for Syracuse. Just came up just short of winning that Region 1 title. Give Davis credit. Picked 5th in the regular season. The Darts got it done in Region 1. But the Titans are an outstanding football team, and they're prepared tonight to go out on the road and prove it as the 6A state playoffs continue here at Bingham High School. We're about to kick this thing off. The wind is blowing lightly to the south. That could affect things. We'll keep an eye on that. The temperature's cool and crisp. We're a little under 50 degrees right now, and that's going to change dramatically here momentarily.
What, JJ? It's under 50 degrees? I couldn't tell by your jacket.
Look.
Your jacket.
I'm going to rub that in. I just came prepared tonight, Sly. Come on now.
Oh, no, we got to get ready for Saturday football. We got to tough it out. Oh, ball's out.
That is a fumble.
Great.
Do the Titans have it? They think they do.
Great strip. I think Bingham got it back.
Bingham did get it back.
Yeah, that was a great tackle right there. Reaching in, punching the ball out on the kick return. Hey, you got to take those opportunities when you can. And in playoff football, all of those things matter.
So we'll see the Bingham offense first, and they are led by number 3, the quarterback, a 6'2", 185-pound sophomore. That's Arona Kaili. So Kaili at quarterback, but of course, you're going to see a lot of Carson Sudbury tonight. He's back healthy, number 1. But you're going to see a lot of other guys too, including Chase Swenson, who has that catch. Swenson gets to the edge, but we've got a flag.
It's a good pickup on first down. Great play call. Got to get that defense moving, honoring that.
Holding. Offense, number 29. A 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
That's rough. Not the direction you want to go, especially this deep in your own end zone.
Big setback there for the Miners.
But it's a spot foul?
It is.
Oh.
So they mark 10 yards from the spot of the infraction.
Right. So now it's only 1st and 15, not 1st and 20. So in the NFL and college, it goes from the original line.
It's a little more punitive at that level, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a nice run game right here.
First down of 14. Swenson, the ball carrier, he is wrapped up. Sorry, that was Tristan Brimhall, the ball carrier on that carry. You'll see, as I mentioned, Brimhall, Sudbury, and Swenson tonight. Also keep an eye on how Kaili handles his first playoff start as a quarterback. Chase Swenson with the carry. He's tackled quickly. That's going to force a 3rd down and long.
Yeah, that penalty was a big setback. They had a really big gain on first down. That was big momentum, but that holding call really set them back on this, now making this a 3rd and long. Very challenging out the start. Especially with these games, you want to be very field conscious, right? You want to make sure that you're pinning your opponent down on the other side of the field and you're making sure you're taking up enough time. And they're not doing that on this drive.
Loaded backfield. Kaili with the play action. Takes a shot down the middle. That is incomplete. It's overthrown.
Which is a good thing, because if he had it on point, that was pick 6. That was going to the house.
Tatum Martin was in coverage. Number 2. And you're right. If that was lower, he's going to take that back for 6.
Yeah, he had that in his sights the entire way, so it was a good thing it was overthrown.
So back to punt is number 90, Riley Wicker. 2 Titans back to receive this punt. We'll see which one of them gets it. Maybe none. They back away. They call poison, and it's downed in Bingham territory. This is perfect A perfect start for the Syracuse offense and defense. They're going to get the ball in Bingham territory to start their first offensive drive. And the Titans are led by number 5, the quarterback, Jake Hopkins, a senior. 6'2", 180 pounds. Hopkins has thrown a lot of passes for this program. But he's going to start out in the slot. We got a little bit of creativity going on here. Who's got it? Bingham knows who has it. They wrap him up quick.
Ooh.
An army of defenders bust through there.
That was not a good play call. Yeah, good job by Bingham. That instant penetration, there was nothing. I don't know what play they would have ran, could have ran. There was no success on that play. That was instant penetration. This offensive line got to block them a little better than that.
Saw number 68, Lala Pepa, in there to break that up. Now we got movement. So right out of the gate, this Titans offense having some issues.
Start. Offense number 70. 5-yard penalty remains. Second down.
Well, you get a run for a loss on first down. Second down, you get a penalty. Now it's for second down at 19. It's not what you want to do, but this offense, if there's any offense that can recover those yards, it's this offense, especially with those dynamic skill players.
One toss to Mays and Blanton, and you get that 19 back and then some. But they're in that position now. Let's see what they can do. 2nd and 19 on their first drive, back in their own territory. Hopkins back into shotgun, and his first pass is incomplete. That was intended for DJ Mays, their star receiver.
Adam just was off target right there. You got to keep Mays up so he can run after the catch there. He would have got at least 10, 12 yards on that had that been up a little bit. But the throw was off, and so DJ Mays had to stretch out to get it and just wasn't able to come up with it.
Hopkins avoids the rush. For now, Knight throws a toss up out of bounds. That was intended for number 24, Kobe Bennett, the running back. But it is incomplete, and another 3 and out. This time the Titans.
Yeah, that was way off target. Yeah, this is 2 not so great offensive series by both of these teams.
I don't think we're surprised, though, because these defenses are so good.
Yeah, Bingham, man, that instant penetration on that first down was huge.
Nearly blocked.
He's got to lay out. He was there.
That goes into the end zone for a touchback. They had a shot there.
Bodie Peterson, you're right there. You got to stretch out for that. I'd take the kicker's leg on that one. He was so close. Oh, man, he could have took that right off his foot right to the end zone.
You could have picked up the punter and ran him back for a touchdown.
Really, though? I mean, like, you know how the punter drops the ball to kick it? He was there that fast. He could have stole it from that point. I don't think he really wanted to run into the kicker. Oh, man.
Trying to avoid the penalty there.
Bodie, you had it.
So back comes the Bingham offense with 9:02 to play first quarter. No score. 1st and 10 for the Miners. They got a packed backfield as they go heavy.
That's that old school offense right there. You ran that type of offense right there, didn't you? That's the old school pro style offense right there. That's the most production we've seen out of these offenses. That's an automatic first down right there. How about that? Going no huddle. Quick up. Way to stay on your feet.
Another nice run by Chase Swenson. We haven't seen Sudbury tonight. Number 1 is on the sideline right now. As we said, we've had some injury issues this year, even from the beginning of the season, that he's been nursing. Kaili, nifty running. The sophomore has a first down and more up to the 46-yard line. So Arona Kaili showing his mobile ability.
Great decision right there. Rolls out, sees the defense's eyes are not looking at him. He's got a wide open lane with a caravan in front, man, and pick up that first down on second down there. That was a short gain that he needed to pick that up and did it. This is what you want to do. You want to move the football. Even if you stall right here and have to punt it, you have the ability to pin them down deep in their own side of the field, which is what you want to do.
Now Sudbury is back at the tailback position, his first appearance of the game. Keep an eye on number 1. He gets the ball right out of the gate. Fights for 3 or 4 yards.
There you go. That's a hit. It's the thing, too. It is a little chilly out there, folks. So, like, I think that the hits are a little harder. The balls are a little harder to catch, too. Yeah, you got to warm up. Got to get some excitement in here so your mojo's going.
Yeah, that shade has taken over the stadium. It's the warmth of the sun is gone. Cayley hands it off to Sudbury. Has a small hole momentarily, enough to get up to the 47-yard line. So he's about 3 yards short of a first down.
Well, see Sudbury check into the game, and you get a heavy dose of them. Getting some good pickups here, making it third and short, third and manageable here.
Yeah, he's getting this drive, and here's a chance for him now. Short yardage. You imagine he's getting the ball here on 3rd and 3. He does. Up the middle, first down Sudbury, first down Bingham.
That's an easy pickup right there. How about that offensive line opening up those holes? This is why I like the fullback trap, that tight handoff. The running back's not 6-7 yards deep. He's only 3.5, 4 yards deep. You hand it right off to him, and he's hitting those holes quickly. You know, as an offensive lineman, so you don't get a holding call, your blocking is literally very quick. It's 1 to 2 seconds. That's why you got to hit those holes extremely hard, extremely fast, so you don't get those holding calls. And that's what that fullback being up in that position does.
Brimhall now in the carry. In for Sudbury. Sudbury's back on the sideline.
Yeah, you're getting a great mix of run, pass. Run, pass. Luckily, they're picking those first downs up. But you're getting a good mix of run, pass. You seen that first drive, it felt like they were throwing the ball a lot. And they're just like, all right, that's not working. Let's go to bread and butter. They are moving the ball, and they are staying on the field. They are eating up clock right now on this drive.
Brimhall now behind Cayley. He takes the carry. Fighting for yards, trying to get to that marker. He's not going to get there. The Titan defense comes up with a nice play there to force third down. It'll be about third down, and, well, he didn't get anything on that carry. They're going to go 3rd and 8 this time. He was not able to push the pile. Great play by that defensive front for the Titans. Too many guys to mention in on that play. So third down, actually, let's make it 6. 3rd and 6. Keeley hands it off. That's not going to get it done. Chase Swenson, the ball carrier, the senior. He gets to the 41-yard line.
Run the ball on 3rd down. You must know you're going for it on 4th down if you did that. Just get a little bit closer, Now they're going to do another sprint ride option here. If I was Syracuse, I'd blitz from the field. They are trying to get this quarterback, Cayley, all the way out to his right side of the formation. I would blitz on that top side right there.
4th and 3. They come left, first down. Chase Swenson picks up the first, and the Miners move the chains.
Great job right there. Great blocking. Off tackle. Good pickup. And they're running the ball effectively. If you're running the ball on 3rd and 4th down, you know that you got some good luck on your side right there.
So this drive has new life. 1st and 10 from the 30. Little delayed action. That handoff goes to Carson Stetler.
Number 2, Carson Stetler.
Yeah,
This drive is chewing up clock.
Oh, yeah. That's their game plan, it feels like. Carson Sudbury and then Carson Stetler. That's easy to get mixed up.
Yes, it is. They've probably played on the same teams growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Another handoff. Swenson's got a chance. Swenson's into the end zone. Chase Swenson for 30 yards, and the Bingham Miners are on the board first.
Man, that was all about how long they took on that drive. They just punished them over and over and over again. Got that defense tired, got them off of their responsibilities, and the next, they punched it and let one break. That was the first run that actually broke. I think that's simply because the defense was just exhausted. They were just like, man, are you getting this over and over and over again? What did Marshawn Lynch say? Over and over. You're going to get hit in the face over and over. And nobody likes that.
That is Bingham Miner football. The extra point.
How about that?
Is good, and the Miners have a 7-0 lead. 2:32 left to play here in the first quarter. Let's take another look at a Swenson touchdown.
Great job off tackle, missed the tackle, and then right into the end zone. That was fairly easy. As I said, that defense on that play just looked tired. There's a couple blockers that didn't have to block anybody on that. Great individual effort, but great game plan there by Freddie Fernandez. Run that football, make them stop. Run that football until they stop you. Simple as that. Because this Syracuse offense, the way they play, if you can get stops on defense, that's going to be very pragmatic for that team. Because, if you're exchanging 3 and outs, and this is a running team, running's a lot easier than completing passes. Passes takes a lot of rhythm and chemistry. Running the ball is just brute. Just get it done.
We saw former BYU Cougar and Minnesota Viking running back Fahu Tahi, who was an assistant coach here with the Miners, having a moment with Chase Swenson there. Swenson with the touchdown, and now the Titans will have the ball at the 35-yard line after the ball goes out of bounds on the kickoff.
Hope he didn't practice that.
You like that kick, but it can't go out of bounds. You've seen a lot of times teams will surprise their opponent with that type of a kick. They go down there and recover it.
When was the fair catch implemented on the kick return? I don't like that implementation right there.
It's implemented in college about 5 years ago, I believe.
Yeah. Because I'm
Hopkins taking a shot for Mays. Ooh.
Great defense.
Just off of his fingertips.
And that's just because that ball hung up way too long.
Yep.
The defense was able to react. Yeah, that free safety, look where the free safety came from. That ball just hung up way too long. And he was all the way over there by the time that can't do that. Mays is a guy, he can beat his guy off the line. Just put it in that front right pocket of his t-shirt is where the quarterback needs to put that ball.
Hunter Main with the coverage, knocked the ball away. 2nd down and 10 Titans. Hopkins in trouble. It's a screen. Mays has it. Mays trying to get to the marker. He's right there at the 45-yard line. I think that was good enough to move the chains.
And you're going to get a roughing the passer. Great job by DJ Mays. One of the easiest routes, but very, very, very successful. Simply because it's hard for a defender to track somebody all the way across the field like that. But you're going to get roughing the passer and tack on an extra 15 yards.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 9, 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play, and an automatic first down.
Yeah, 40-40. How about that?
That's a 25-yard game when you add it all up. All the way down to the Bingham 39-yard line.
That's huge.
That's exactly what the Syracuse offense needed, as they were sputtering a bit until that play.
As I said, for passing games like this, there's a lot of chemistry that you need to have and momentum. And if a defense is willing to give that to you, these guys will be very, very hard to stop.
Kobe Bennett with the run, picks up 5 yards on first down. I'll give him 4. It's second down and 6. Hopkins. Shovel pass inside. That's Rhett Thompson, who also does their kicking duties. Short gain. That creates a third down and short. They need about 3 yards to pick up a first down. Let's see what the Titans got. Bingham looks like they're trying to bring pressure.
Ooh,
that's exactly what they're doing.
That was something. Either my eyes are twitching or I saw somebody jump on that offensive line.
I guess they let him go because it was both sides. Here we go. Hopkins. To Blanton.
Great
Sean
throw.
Blanton. First down and more. Down inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line.
Great throw right there.
First catch of the night for Sean Blanton.
Not an easy throw. This out route right here is not an easy throw, but it was on the money. And what you want to do is exactly what he did right there, is give the receiver an opportunity to continue running. Hit him in stride and able to turn up and get those extra yards. Those are vital.
Great play call on third down. Well executed. That was not well executed. So it'll be second down and 10.
He's got to get that ball. That's a touchdown. They had that blocked up. He had the sideline wide open. Get that ball up, and that is a touchdown to Kobe Bennett.
Yeah, Hopkins would like to have that one back. He knows it.
This is playoff football. Come on, Hopkins. You can't have that.
56 seconds left here in the quarter. Bingham with a 7-0 lead. The Titans trying to match. In the red zone from the 15-yard line. Hopkins, second and 10. Takes a shot. Mays cannot catch it. Trying to find DJ Mays out in the field side. Could not get him.
Yeah, see, I don't know whose fault this is. Either DJ Mays didn't break flat enough or that ball was just not good enough. DJ Mays did a whip route. It went inside and then went right back out. It was wide open. And you got to do exactly what he did on that last play to Stanton, is you got to lead the receiver. That ball was back towards the line of scrimmage, very hard to bring in. And so with that, I don't know if DJ Mays wasn't flat enough on his whip route or that ball was just off.
Hopkins throwing to his right, taking a shot in the end zone. Thompson can't get it. Looking for Rhett Thompson. So that brings up 4th and 10. Looks like the Titans are going to kick the field goal.
Take the points when you can. We saw this in that Davis game. Definitely want to take the points when you can.
I mentioned Thompson, the receiver, is also a kicker. He'll attempt this, a 32-yard field goal. Hold is down, kick is up. It is good. Thompson makes it from 32 yards, and the Syracuse Titans are on the board.
Man, I tell you what, I can never tell what's a good field goal and what's not, because up here it looked like that was wide right, but it went through.
Beautiful night for football. There's the kick. Sun hitting those mountains, those snow-capped peaks right now. Syracuse has a good crowd on hand. Visitor stands are packed, as you'd expect. There's Mount Timpanogos. I think you can see every mountain in the Wasatch Front from this campus. Impressive view tonight. We're spoiled here at Bingham High School. Ron Thorne Stadium. I've seen a lot of great games here over the years. So many great moments, so many great players. You can bring up the names. There's a long list of great ones. Starlo Tulele, his name's on the scoreboard. It's going to go through the end zone for a touchback.
The ball going in the end zone. So the Miners will start at the 20-yard line.
You have a Bingham Miner currently in the NFL, Dax Milne, with the Washington Commanders, although he's been injured this season, hasn't seen any action.
So much history at this school. It's just a tradition of winning. Even as a young kid, you're just like, I want to go there. I just know exactly what it is. I know where I want to go. Times don't change. They definitely want to put on these jerseys. It's an awesome environment. As you said, the setting is just absolutely gorgeous.
Keeley hands it off.
Great tackle right there.
He had no chance. Tristan Brimhall, the ball carrier.
It was a great tackle right there by Mariner Richards. Great job with acceleration through the tackle. Make sure you're stopping the runner.
That's the last play of the first quarter. The score, Bingham 7, Syracuse 3 in this 6A second-round playoff matchup. We're going to take a short break. We've got second quarter action coming up next here on Game Night Live. Miners 7, Titans 3.
At UCCU,
If you want to avoid your AC breaking down this summer, the best thing you can do is stay on top of your AC's annual maintenance. But if you do find yourself with an air conditioner blowing hot air, Any Hour Services technicians service all brands, and they can usually get to you pretty quick. Call Any Hour Services or schedule online at anyhour.com. Whether you need maintenance, repair, or replacement, the technicians at Any Hour Services can help you keep your home comfortable all summer long. Call Any Hour Services or schedule online at anyhour.com. No one helps more homeowners than Any Hour Services.
Welcome back to Ron Thorne Stadium, Bingham High School. The second quarter will begin here. Bingham and Syracuse. Great game so far. Bingham leads 7-3. The Miners, second down and 8 from their own 22-yard line. Keeley hands off up the middle. Boy, that almost had a chance.
Number 13, Tristan Brimhall with the carry.
Tatum Martin made the tackle, but Tristan Brimhall almost broke that for a touchdown.
Look how many pancakes were on the ground. That's Bingham football right there. This is old school Bingham football right here.
There is not enough syrup out there right now.
Right? That was blocked perfectly. And what's so great about those quick hitting fullback traps is you don't feel like you have to break down and block somebody. You just run straight through their faces, and your running back is right by them. And that's exactly what they do. There's a lot of benefits to running an offense like this.
That's the first time all year I've heard fullback trap. Not a lot of people do that anymore, but Bingham's doing it right now.
You're right. And they're working it to perfection,
Yep.
right? It's a slow-to-go game, right? You just pound them,
Yep.
pound them, pound them in the running game. But I'm telling you, when that fourth quarter comes around, your opponent's going to be like, I quit. I put up that white flag. But that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking a lot of time off the clock, keeping these guys on the field, and just making it extremely difficult for them to get off the field.
Second down and 7. Sudbury, the carrier. He's tackled at the 45-yard line.
Sudbury with the carry. Bring the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Great job. Great pickup up there, making it 3rd and short. I thought they were going to go run, pass. They're just going run. third and fourth down, I just don't feel like Coach Fernandez feels like Syracuse can stop them.
This Bingham offensive line doing a great job tonight. Nick Halleck, Jace Tupea, Titus Lapati, Nick Ellison, and Alama Okatau.
Big loss on that play right there.
And just as I mentioned the offensive line, it's the defense that comes up with that play. That's going to force a fourth down. It's 4th and 4. So the Miners will punt. Back to kick, Riley Wicker. 6'1", 225-pound junior. That is the biggest kicker we've seen all year. He's got a big leg, and he's hit. No penalty. Mays has a chance. Now we got a flag on that end.
It's a good acting job by the kicker that is not roughing the kicker at all. And the ref knows it, let him know it. And I think Bingham can rest assured that I don't think DJ Mays is going to ever call a fair catch in here.
Nor should he.
Nor should he. Nor should he. I want the excitement. I'm not sure Bingham does.
He's taken some back this year. A number of times during his high school football career. Mays is definitely a next level talent.
Yes.
Look forward to seeing where he ends up, where his future lies in football. But the time is now for him, and he's trying to keep this team alive.
During the kick, illegal block in the back, receiving team, a 10-yard penalty. After enforcement, it'll be first down Syracuse.
So the ball will be placed at the 14-yard line, and that's where the Miners, the Titans will start this drive. Be 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. 9:11 left to play in the first half. Hopkins, the quarterback, he's got trips. Oh, they're going to go direct snap to the running back, and he's got a nice run there. That was Ethan Larkin.
It's 4 yards, but it felt like he was running forever.
Ethan Larkin, he was looking for guys to run into.
Yeah.
He's physical. His first carry tonight, he's going to stay in there. Larkin back there with Hopkins. Hopkins looking deep. Now he's going to roll right. He's going to get out of bounds and take what he can get. Will Van Cott chased him out of bounds.
We get it 3rd and 4. This is very interesting how these coaches, take advantage of these series. What the calls they call on 3rd down, they're going to come extremely valuable come that second half.
Thompson in motion. Now he'll reset in the slot. Bingham bringing the heat. Hopkins gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. So this has been a defensive battle tonight, just as we expect.
I'm going to say, I don't think Jake Hobson is having a good game. His throws are so off. That one, his feet was not set. He couldn't get nothing but arm into that thing, which made it very inaccurate. He's got to get better with his pre-snap reads, which they automatically knew that. They knew what they were going in. Their safeties rock and roll. They're like, okay, this is man. Look for who's your one-on-one guy?
Tanner Perone with the punt. The Titans touched it a little early there. So Bingham's going to get the ball near midfield.
The ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. Miner ball. Punching that ball for the Tigers is number 82, Tanner Perone.
So Bingham will take over with 8:19 left to play here in this second quarter. Great field position. The 48 is where they will place the ball.
Action will be brought up to the 45-yard line due to Syracuse player kicking the ball. Still, Meyer.
Going back to shotgun, we haven't seen shotgun since the first series. See if they try to open up and throw the ball. Oh!
Bad snap. Kaili falls on it. That's when you go under center all game and then you switch things up. That's the challenge you have, right?
It's probably why.
You've got to adjust.
Yeah. So does he go back to this pro-style offense? And now it's second down and what? 21, 22? You got to throw the football here. Whether you're throwing the screen or you're going deep.
2nd and 21, clock running. Slow pace here in the first half. It's just fine with both teams. They go back to that old formation they were running. Kaili throwing a screen. It's knocked away. Great job by number 48, Hoyt Pula. Pula with the pass breakup on the line of scrimmage. And that's going to force a 3rd and long.
This is what I can't tell. Like, who's at fault? Who's bad here, right? Like, is it the offense is bad? Is it the play calling bad? Is the defense just that good? So we got to give them credit, or like, what is going on here? It's just not great decisions in the passing game.
Keeley taking a shot down the middle. Catch is made. Quickly tackled. Catch made by number 2, Carson Stetler, the tight end. He was tackled immediately. But that's not going to get the first down. They're a few yards short. They'll have to punt. McKeely shows right there what he can do with his arm.
Yeah, he can throw it, give him some time, and he can get there. Honestly, the rolling out wasn't very good for him because I think his mindset got like, okay, first option wasn't open, then he pulled this down and get into this hole. But they're showing a lot of promise on offense from the different things you can do.
Ooh, what a punt by Wicker. Riley Wicker.
Are you serious?
Puts that thing all the way down to the 1-yard line. Nice high punt, took a Bingham bounce. Mays couldn't field it, and the punt team downs it right at the 1-yard line. So one of the key plays in this game is made by a punter.
Let's see what we got here.
So from the 1, here comes the Titans. They're going to take a shot. Blanton, caught. 22-yard line. First down, Titans. Now they got room to breathe.
It's so hard because Hopkins, he just throws this ball up. It has so much hang time.
First down, Titans.
Great job, though. Great connection between Hopkins and Blanton on that. Give him some breathing room on the goal line. Good job.
Hopkins, the rush comes. It's incomplete.
That's intended for number 30 in Syracuse. Rhett Thompson, falling incomplete. 2nd and 10.
6:08 left to play here in the second quarter. This will be 2nd and 10.
It's crazy. There's not. I just think we're used to it, right? Like the last few years, there's been so much tempo.
Yeah.
There's always been like one team, not both teams. There's no tempo.
That's what makes this an interesting matchup. It's not what we're used to for sure. Hopkins overthrows the pass out to Thompson. So that's another incompletion. It's 3rd and 10 now.
Every play for me needs to be vital. I can't sit here and set up my next play or whatever else I got. It's got to be vital. See what we got here.
Thompson in motion. Hopkins takes a shot down the middle, catches May. That's a first down and more. Blanton takes a spin and gets out to the 36-yard line.
Well, Sean Blanton's getting a lot of targets in this game.
Yeah.
But do you see the difference in how he stepped into this? Look, he stepped into it. Look, the ball is delivered right where it needs to be. Let the receiver, let him turn over and get some more yak yards out of that. Watch the smoke screen right here.
Let's see if that can spark this Titans offense. Hopkins checking into something different. Takes the snap. It's a handoff. Kobe Bennett on the carry.
Now we're seeing some tempo. This is looking a little better. You check with me.
Pressure comes. Hopkins. Excellent play. Great play on the ball by number 7, Hunter Main.
That ball though being blocked from the reception number 7 of Bingham, Hunter Mays.
Third down and 7. Mays in motion. Fake to him. Hopkins in trouble. Now he's going to turn and run. That's not going to be enough to move the chains.
No, not at all. Receivers got to do a better job of uncovering when they see their quarterbacks in trouble. Receivers kind of stayed their course and didn't really change, made it easier for the defenders to guard instead of like, okay, my guy's in trouble. I need to do something. I got to turn around and go and come all the way back and stop. They got to do something.
They're going to pass out of this. The catch is made. The fake is successful.
Wow. That'll get some juice on your sideline. How about that? This is great throw. This is on the money.
Tanner Peroni.
That's exactly what you want to do right there.
To Trevin Shaw.
Got to take some risks sometimes. I think they want to make sure they go into halftime with the score because they know they get the ball coming out. So if they can get a score here to end this half, take the lead.
It's the playoffs.
Yeah, you can lay it all out there.
You win or go home, man. They're letting it all hang out there. That was bold, and it paid off big.
Big time. That was a big game, big pickup, big momentum shift there.
Wow, we got to take a timeout. That was fun. 4:38 left to play here in the first half. Bingham with a 7-3 lead, but the Titans, on the strength of that fake punt, are driving.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy.
Beautiful night for football. Oh, Halloween's coming up. Halloween's on Tuesday, and you can tell Halloween is in the air.
Yeah,
That's a very Halloween shot right there.
Our whole crew. Shout out to our whole crew, man. I love them getting in the environment. They all went to Spirit Halloween just before this, and they're all wearing wizard capes. We're getting into the mix, our last broadcast before Halloween.
Hopkins taking a shot. Blanton, the receiver.
Did he come down with that? Yes, he did.
It's a catch. Sean Blanton.
That is a catch right there, folks.
To the 1 yard line. They're talking it over right now.
Oh, they're saying simultaneous possession?
Are they going to give this to the Miners? No, they're not. It's Titan football.
Oh, wow.
What a play this is. Another look.
This is the angle. Yeah, that goes to the offense. Sean had it. He wrestled it away right here. That's off the run. Great catch. Great defense, too. The defense was there.
That's great coverage. That was outstanding coverage.
There was no pass interference on that. That was played extremely well. You can see why that was so close.
Hopkins going to hand it off.
Oh, great defense.
And that Bingham front isn't having it.
No, they are mad about
None
that
shall
call.
pass. Ethan Larkin, the ball carrier, he's going to have to wait another down. There was no access there to the end zone.
Yeah, I wouldn't run against this Bingham front. They are way too stout. Yep, there you go. Great job. Give it to him.
Hopkins throws it out into the end zone for the touchdown.
It's the exact play call I would have run. Great job. Great call. Get the defense all sucked up into the end zone. Dump it off to the away back coming across out of there. Great bootleg on that. Now they got the lead and they get the ball coming out on halftime. This is exactly what Syracuse wanted.
So they brought in the linebacker Mariner Richards on that play. That was Richards with the touchdown. We don't see him often on offense, but it worked there. And the Titans take a page from the Utah playbook. They bring a defensive player in on offense and get a touchdown. And timely it was. The Syracuse Titans have a 10-7 lead. There's another look. Faked out everybody.
Who guards a linebacker? Come on.
I mean, they fooled all of our camera guys. And us. And everyone in the stands. Richards had it. How about that? Mariner Richards with the touchdown. 10-7 Syracuse.
There's some fireworks going on right now. Big catch. Well, that was all started by the fake punt.
It was.
Great fake punt. The throw was awesome out of that fake punt.
Yeah.
It was on target, in stride, exactly what they needed. And then the big throw down the sidelines right after that. Then get it to the end zone. That is exactly how you operate. Great job right there by Syracuse.
So, yeah, that fake punt woke up the Syracuse offense. They finished the drive with the Richards touchdown, a 1-yard touchdown pass from Hopkins to Richards. And the Titans, after trailing all half, have their first lead of the game. The Miners have 3:44 to work with. The return out to about the 28-yard line. That's where they'll mark it. So the Miners will have 3:36 to work with on this drive. Another look at the return.
And Miners are going to have to be aggressive here in this last 3 minutes, which is not what got them the score. You know, they were very methodical, very slow, very getting things going. To get their score, they got 3 minutes here to get down the field and get a field goal at least. So they're going to have to put it in the hands of this sophomore, Kaili.
They are going to throw it.
Great job. I like that play call.
Led his running back a little too far there on that screen.
I like that play call. Fake the wide screen and come back with a tunnel. Just catch that ball right there.
Did hit him in the hands.
Yeah, the receiver got T-Rex arms on that. I think he saw a defender and didn't want to catch that.
Bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Bingham trailing for the first time, 10-7. Kaili throws it outside. This time it's Carson Sudbury. And Sudbury's got a first down and more.
I'll tell you, that guy doesn't.
And a late flag Multiple late flags. We got problems over here on the Bingham sideline that they're going to have to sort out. But Sudbury with a 15-yard gain.
Well, I tell you what, Carson Sudbury doesn't hear footsteps. He wants the ball.
Yeah.
So give him that ball, whether that's 15, 20 targets a game, plus several handoffs. Get that guy the ball, because you can see that fearlessness. That was a lead football right there, but he didn't get T-Rex arms. Caught that, got right upfield.
Result of the play is a first down.
Great job.
After the play, personal foul, late hit. Offense number 55. 15-yard penalty. After enforcement, it will be first down.
So you don't see that often, Sly. A late hit on the offense. And that gain is gone.
Really, at least they got the first down. So it was after the play penalty. So they're still 1st and 10, which is good. But yeah, man, in a game of field position, as I said, you're going to be extremely aggressive in these last 3 minutes. That's not going to get it done.
Handoff up the middle.
Oh, gosh.
Look out. Tristan Brimall bounces outside. Brimall's got a chance. Down to the 20. What a run by Tristan Brimall. That's a 50-yard run.
Oh, my gosh. Great job right there by Brimall. You know, as he said, in Sudbury's absence, he really took off and handled things with it. And you can see the speed in the open field. One, you had to know this was coming. But two, once he got in the open speed, no defense had good angles. Great job by Brimall getting down the field and in scoring range.
Bingham in business. They are now in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20, under 3 minutes to play. Swenson trying to get outside, and he does, into the end zone. No, they're going to mark him at the 3.
Oh.
He was tiptoeing that sideline. He thinks he scored. Boy, he's going to hate this bad news. They marked him at the 3.
I don't think he stepped out there. If he stepped out, I thought it was earlier.
I mean, from up here, I thought he had
replay. Yeah, I didn't see him step out down there. If he stepped out, it was earlier. The ref had the better eye than us, but man, he thought he scored because he thought he stayed in.
The celebration will have to wait. They need 3 more yards. 1st down and goal from the 3-yard line. And this drive has been lightning. My goodness.
Right?
Where's this been all night? And we've got a call here to stop the play.
Timeout?
Timeout. Bingham. First of the half.
So the Miners call timeout. So will we. 2:41 left to play. When you come back, we'll see how this drive ends. The Miners knocking on the door, down 10-7 to Syracuse.
I love my new Chevy Blazer. The first time I saw one driving down the road, I knew I had to have one. It fits my skis perfectly. It's cute and comfy. I got my Chevy Blazer at John Watson Chevrolet. My experience was amazing. The staff always treats you like family, and it was easy from start to finish. I would rate John Watson Chevrolet 5 stars. In fact, I would give them 10 stars.
John Watson Chevrolet, your 5-star Chevy dealer.
I would definitely recommend anyone looking for a new car to come to John Watson Chevrolet.
Moving mountains takes more than muscle. It takes commitment through the comfortable, the uncomfortable, the starts, the stops, the sunny days, the stormy days. Here at Salt Lake Running Company, rain or shine, we've got you. We are here to help you keep moving forward. Locally owned, locally operated since 1995. SLRC offers free custom shoe fittings, rewards, training groups, races, free events, seminars, and clinics. Visit us in store or online today at slrc.com.
Welcome back to Ron Thorne Stadium at Bingham High School. 2:42 left to play here in the second quarter. Syracuse leads 10-7 over Bingham, but the Miners have the ball 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Kaili under center. He's going to hand it off right up the middle. They give Brimhall the ball. He finishes what he started. Brimhall into the end zone for the touchdown, and the Miners take back the lead.
Well deserving of that score. After that big run, get these guys into position. He definitely deserved to walk that ball into the end zone right there. Great job with the Bingham Miners of marching down the football field. And doing it with the run, I thought they would have to open up the pass to get all the way down there. But they showed how effective this running game is. but there's still a lot of time for Syracuse.
Still 2:35, and the Titans offense has found a spark too. So
yeah.
Both offenses have awakened here at Bingham High School, and we're just fine with that. Here comes the extra point. Cole Frankham, the kicker. It's up and good. So the Miners take a 4-point lead. 2:35 left to play. Another look at the touchdown.
It's a great job right there. It's great blocking. The first time he got contacted was he was already in the end zone. Great job by that offensive line.
Let's check in on some scores around the state in the 6A playoffs. The Lone Peak Knights. I got Miners on my brain. The Lone Peak Knights defeat the Mountain Ridge Sentinels 14-3. So the Mountain Ridge Sentinels' great season comes to an end. The Corner Canyon Chargers advance with a 52-0 win over Layton. The Davis Darts lead Weber 14-7 right now. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. The Lehigh Pioneers with a 10-0 lead over Riverton. With 4 minutes left in the second quarter, American Fork up 21-0 over Westlake in the second quarter. Skyridge leads Farmington 14-0 in the second quarter, and Pleasant Grove and Harriman are tied up at 7 in the first quarter.
Great kick.
No return there. Some 5A scores to share with you. Olympus leads West Jordan 35-6. Bountiful up on Granger 21-0 on the road with 3 minutes left before halftime. Springville leads East 17-0. Alta leads West right now 14-7 in the second quarter. And Brighton leads Woods Cross 17-0. Timpview leading Orem 21-0 right now. And Roy leads Bonneville 12-0. Also in 5A, Box Elder leads Maple Mountain 21-7 at the half. Back to the action here. Hopkins finds Blanton again. Nice gain, about 6 yards on that catch.
Get some targets, man. Honestly, throw it his way. It's making it happen. The balls he's getting is great as well. You know, leading him and allowing him to get yak yards. It's exactly what you want to do with the receiver. Hopkins is doing a great job of throwing the football to him.
So ever since the sun went down, these offenses have started to play well.
Right.
Random coincidence, Hopkins taking a shot deep.
Oh.
Catch is made. All the way down to the 36-yard line. Guess who? DJ Mays. And so now Hopkins is finding his guys. Mays and Blanton are taking this game over offensively for the Titans.
Doesn't matter which side, right? I got a guy on my left, I got a guy on my right. Just throw it up. That was beautiful. Front right sure pocket is exactly where you want that football, and that's exactly where Hopkins put that ball.
We got 90 seconds left in this one.
Great
Hopkins with
take-up.
trip to his left. He's got Mays left, Blanton right.
Can take their time. They're doing great.
Now 5 seconds on the play clock to get the handoff. Larkin on the carry. Nice carry on first down. Gain of about 7 or 8.
87. Second and 3.
We're under a minute to play. The Titans from the 28-yard line. Hopkins almost intercepted.
They were not on the same page right there. That was supposed to be a stop and go. Blanton was running a route to where he would roll out of that, expecting Hopkins to fake the ball, but he threw it. They were not on the same page there.
Hunter Main had a chance to change this game and could not come up with it. Still a great defensive play.
Yeah.
That forces a 3rd down and 8.
I mean, if it was what Stanton was thinking, that was going to be a very, very, Blanton was thinking that was going to be a very good call. That stop and go would have been perfect right there. Defender bid on it. Yeah, they were not on the same page.
Hopkins to Blanton. He's got a first down and more. Down inside the 12, right at the 20-yard line. That clock will continue to run as soon as they move the chains. Yeah, the Coach Knight's furious, and he should be. That clock was running after the first down. They got to spot the chains first before that clock runs. So they'll put some time back on the clock.
Gave him a timeout, though.
Yeah, he did use a timeout. (14-10), Bingham leads Syracuse, but the Titans are right at the 20-yard line. Plenty of time here.
Yeah, I mean, they're in field goal range already. And, as you said, they get the ball coming out of the third quarter. So if you can get any points and momentum and steal a possession here, it's exactly what you want to do. They went down the football field. Honestly, with 31 seconds left, they could do 4 go routes right here, and one of them is going to make it happen. You can load one side, fake that side to get the post safety off, and come back to the other side. So much so, and I'd run a seam route to route the post safety off. Yeah, you can ISO side on both sides here.
Trips to the right. Hopkins goes right there right now. Mays has it. He's wrapped up quickly.
They got to get on the ball here.
Hunter Main with the tackle. Clock is running. They're going to let it run. Hopkins downs it. And now it's going to be third down.
Yeah, what are you doing? Just run a go route, at least. You want to stop the clock.
Give Hunter Main some credit, getting that play sniffed out. Mays is not an easy takedown, and Main made the play. 16 seconds left. Third down and 10. Hopkins steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run. There's a flag down. He gets out of bounds. Let's see what this call is. I don't think it's going to be good for Syracuse.
No, it's in the direction of holding. And that really sucks because that not only gave you a penalty that's going to push you back, but it took time off the clock as well. So now when you're in great position, they're waving it off.
Okay, so it's going to be fourth down. No flag. 9.5 seconds left. The clock stops since Hopkins went out of bounds. Now it's going to be fourth down. They're going to send on the kick team. They're going to take the points. So Thompson comes on to attempt the field goal. From 34 yards. He already has a 32-yarder in this game. The snap is down. The kick is up.
Beauty.
And it is good. So with 4 seconds left in the first half, Thompson makes the kick from 34 yards, and we've got a 1-point ball game. Rhett Thompson, 2 for 2 tonight on field goal attempts.
Great job by him. He looks great. His legs look great. That was a very accurate kick.
Excellent kick.
Yeah.
Plenty of height and distance.
An interesting second quarter, right? It was kind of bleak in that first quarter, almost like a first game of the year, very rusty.
It felt like we were all on fall break.
Yeah, right?
Very fall break game.
That second quarter really picked up.
Yeah. Everyone's back from vacation now. We got a ball game. Wake up, everybody. Here we go. Playoff football here on Game Night Live. We'll have this play and then halftime. Thompson. Gonna squib it. Still ends up in the back. Uh-oh. Swenson got outside. Chase Swenson, it looked like he was going to be able to get to the side, but he did not. So the Titans take care of that. That is the end of the first half. The Bingham Miners lead the Syracuse Titans 14-13. This is exactly what we expected with the 8-9 matchup in the 6A state playoffs. Before we take a break, Sly, I know you kind of alluded to it there. Your thoughts on that first half? It was a little sleepy until mid-second quarter.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was mistakes, 3 and outs. It looked very like these two teams shouldn't be in the playoffs, right, that first quarter. And then next thing you know, Bingham wakes up. Bingham starts running the football. Every single down they ran the football, just beating Syracuse up time and time again, all the way down till they got in the first score. And then Syracuse responded. And then it was just like a scoring beret. It was really, really awesome. Great second quarter, and I think that momentum will carry on to the second half for both of these teams with Syracuse starting the ball coming out.
Remember last week, how many points did we have scored in the third quarter?
Man, what was it, 49? 30?
It was 39 points.
39?
Let's do that again tonight. I don't think we're going to get that with these two defenses.
It was 10-10 at halftime, and then after that it was like 40-20-something.
It was nuts. It was fun. Let's hope for a second half like that. Either way, we got a great ball game here. Bingham leads Syracuse 14-13. You do not want to miss the second half. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here in a little less than 15 minutes with second half action. You're watching Game Night Live on the KSL Plus app, KSL Sports app, and KSLSports.com.
It's win or go home now in high school football. The opening round of the playoffs now in the books.
Yeah, every team, they've got to bring their best, but only the best of the best will make it into the Game Night 5. So here are the top 5 plays from the opening round of the playoffs, and we begin with this stiff arm and truck of a run from Ethan Beckstead. Get out of the way! My goodness, that is just brute force right there.
That's why you squat all offseason right there, young men. Get in the gym. Thatcher Phelps from Mountain Crest. You think that Twill is just going to let it bounce. Uh-oh, that's brave, but guess what? It pays off. He's going to take it to the house. Mountain Crest is moving on in the 4A state playoffs to get the win.
Easton Merrill from Maple Mountain somehow, with a guy draped all over him, comes down with that touchdown catch in a big playoff win for Maple Mountain.
All right, why is this number 2? Because this should have been number 1. I'm sorry, guys. I disagree on this. Jace Roberts from Bear River makes an incredible catch. Look how difficult this is. In between two defenders, still gets his feet in. It would help the Bear River Bears clinch a playoff win over Spanish Fork. That is a big-time catch by Jace Roberts.
Indeed it was, but agree to disagree.
Okay.
I voted for East Damian Otokolo, number 1. Look at these juke moves. I mean, shreds defenders, plays a little ole, makes 5 dudes miss, and he's going to end up going back the other way and getting into the end zone for the touchdown, as East is also advancing in the playoffs. What a great week 1 it was.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy.
Here are the top 5 plays performances from last week. Brought to you by Heidemann and Associates.
What a way to start the game. Woods Cross, Carter Freestone going to pick up the squib kick on the opening kickoff. Oh, man. Lays his shoulder down on one guy and up the sideline for a opening game kickoff return for a touchdown. What a play from Carter Freestone. How about have a day Cooper Swayze in their first playoff win since, I believe, the 80s. Cooper Swayze led the way for the Payson Lions. He had over 10 receptions on the day. He had not 1, but 2 touchdown catches. We sang his praises a year ago as Cooper Swayze has led the way. He is the current Mr. Payson. Because not only does he get done on the offensive end, he also gets it done on the defensive end as well. Pressure comes. Here is Cooper waiting on the lollipop, and then take it back to the house, Cooper. Cooper, take it back to the house. Cooper, take it back to the house. Now he listens. Cooper Swayze, have a day, young man.
Peterson takes the snap, has receivers running deep, but just kind of floated it up right around the 50, and Cooper Swayze takes the interception, and he gets a good run back out of it. He's going to get to the 10, the 5, and Cooper Swayze is in the end zone yet again.
Playoff runs. This is Layton's Tayon Hausbash. Oh, man. He gets out of that tackle to get some extra yards for the Layton Lancers. How about Hunter's Ulaki Takiuvea? Takiuvea, this is the opening drive of the game. Watch how many blue shirts bounce off the white shirt. Takiuvea is as tough of a runner as it is to say his last name. Ulaki Takiuvea had a day for Hunter.
So now on first down, Takiuvea slips a couple tackles, has the first down, still going. Takiuvea inside of Laker territory to the 48-yard line.
Takiuvea keeps the ball.
And 10.
Spanish Force, Ethan Beckstead. In a game that was an absolute shootout, here's Beckstead. Put a stiff arm on. Got a couple defenders, trunk one. And can't quite slip the fourth one, but what a catch and run from Ethan Beckstead.
Smith in the pocket, throws over the middle. It's caught. Stiff arms his way to the 50. Still going. Ethan Beckstead, what a play.
How about East High's Darmian Otukolu? Make the catch, whap, slip a tackle, whap, slip another tackle, get that guy twice. Otukolu all the way to the house. What a play for the East High Leopards. How about some clutch grabs? Dumont's Dresden Jensen. 50-50 ball. Oh, not so much. And the toe drag swag to finish it.
Maple Mountain bringing pressure. Toby standing in, looking up the sideline. Did he get beat in? Yes, he did. What a catch made down the sideline.
How about Cedars Ammon York? Back shoulder fade. Oh, that's pretty. Just pin it up against the shoulder pad. Here's Dixie's Silas Russell. Good things happen heading this way for Dixie over the years. Oh, one-handed grab on the screen. Get up the sideline. Oh, just couldn't quite make it home. It's a great way to start a big play.
Truman, who has the fourth down snap. Dropping, looking to set up the screen. And it is a one-handed catch by Silas Russell. Breaks the tackle, gets the first down, and more. Down to the 15. Diving inside the 10-yard line. What a catch by Russell.
Bear Rivers' Jace Roberts puts this one away for the Bears. Oh, he got popped, held on. Oh, what a catch from Jace Roberts.
Olsen in the pocket, takes a shot again. He caught it. What a catch. Jace Roberts inside the 5, in between two defenders.
The transaction. Banks Jackson to Easton Merrill. It sounds like a bank. Oh, what a catch. The defender was there. Didn't matter. Easton Merrill, you are ridiculous with that catch. We'll see you in round 2.
Going end zone for Merrill. And are we going to get a flag? No, Merrill came down with it. Touchdown, Maple Mountain.
Oh, wow. I was just looking for the flag. Honestly, I lost track of the ball, but luckily Easton Merrill did not. What a phenomenal catch.
Any plays that we missed? Hit us up at KSL Sports Rewind or at highschoolrewind@gmail.com.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
You know what? The only thing better than the Game Night Live highlight reel is a playoff edition of the Game Night Live highlight reel.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Enjoy.
That is a beautiful mullet I see in the middle of our screen there. That is unbelievable.
He just got that trimmed up today. I like that.
What's a Mississippi mudflap doing in Bear River, Utah? Call that mullet a Waterboy waterfall.
His hair is blessed by an Alaskan medicine man.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need for their own fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated, with locations along the Wasatch Front, SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
I love my new Blazer. It's cute and comfortable, very quiet, and drives really good in any weather condition. My experience buying it here at John Watson Chevrolet was super awesome. Everyone was really friendly. I didn't feel a ton of pressure, and they helped me get the exact Blazer that I wanted. Definitely a 5-star experience.
John Watson Chevrolet, your 5-star Chevy dealer.
I would give them 6 or 7 stars if I could.
U Conference football registration is open for the 2023 fall tackle football season. This year, we are proud to announce the addition of a girls-only division to play alongside our boys. Team scheduling lines you up against comparable competition, making every snap a valuable life lesson. UC football is safe and fun. Learn the game with confidence. The competition will be fierce and the camaraderie will be second to none. Sign up today at ucfootball.org. That's ucfootball.org.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
If you want to avoid your AC breaking down this summer, the best thing you can do is stay on top of your AC's annual maintenance. But if you do find yourself with an air conditioner blowing hot air, Any Hour Services technicians service all brands, and they can usually get to you pretty quick. Call Any Hour Services or schedule online at anyhour.com. Whether you need maintenance, repair, or replacement, the technicians at Any Hour Services can help you keep your home comfortable all summer long. Call Any Hour Services or schedule online at anyhour.com. No one helps more homeowners than Any Hour Services.
At UCCU,
Welcome back to Ron Thorne Stadium at Bingham High School. Halftime here between the Bingham Miners and the Syracuse Titans in the 6A state playoffs. Beautiful night. The Jordan River Temple in the background. Bingham leads Syracuse 14-13. Sly, after a slow start for both teams, things really picked up there in the second quarter. Let's see if that momentum carries into the second half.
Yeah, I'm looking for a big second half with a lot of fireworks. That second half definitely had some impact plays. You know, some not even so much the scoring. It was the big plays on both sides of the ball, from running the football, from the play calling standpoint, and even the big plays by these Syracuse receivers. Both Blanton and Mays came up with some big-time catches in that second half, expecting a lot of that in the second half.
A one-point game as we begin the second half. Both teams 24 minutes away from a spot in the 6A state quarterfinals, but only one team earns that spot. Here we go. Riley Wicker will kick off for Bingham. The Syracuse Titans will get the ball first to open the second half. They get a field goal late to cut that lead to 1, and now they have a chance to take the lead on this drive. That doesn't have a chance. Wicker sends it through the end zone. It's a touchback, and the Titans will begin the second half from their own 20-yard line. Hopkins got off to a little bit of a rough start, but soon in that second quarter got Mays and Blanton involved, and that offense started to move the ball.
Yeah, they did. They weren't able to get into the end zone on that last drive, but they did get in position and get a field goal before the half ended. So some points are better than no points, but they did feel like they were getting in rhythm in that second quarter.
There's Arona Kaili, the Bingham quarterback. He's warming up, getting ready to go. But right now, the action on the field on first down, and Syracuse is going nowhere.
Doesn't feel like the defense you want to run the ball against.
No.
They got some hogs
They
up
are
there.
stout up front. Let's throw out some of those names. Lala Pepa, who's the younger brother of Utah defensive tackle Samote Pepa. Jace Tupea's in there. Mohana Lai Havili. He's 200 pounds. Pepa's 300 pounds. Tupea 225. They're loaded up front. Hopkins steps in the pocket, throws down the middle.
Yeah, that's a penalty.
Easy call.
Yeah. Well, you got zero coverage across the board, and you got time to throw that ball there. The defender was draped all over him. It's definitely pass interference. Automatic first down, and that may be the thing you need to get it going.
Pass interference. Defense number 0, 15-yard penalty, results in a first down.
So first down and 10 for the Titans. They'll move the ball up to the 38-yard line. Hopkins switching things up. Hopkins is feeling the heat in the pocket, now spreads out.
Wow.
Mays is open, he missed him.
He had him. That was one of those where you just set your feet, just throw it to the end zone, and Mays will run under that. There, he gets out of the pocket here. Right here, just stop and throw it deep. Just throw it to the end of the numbers, down to the 10-yard line. Mays had the defender beat, nobody behind him. Oh, that's an easy touchdown. I know you're rolling out to the left. That's hard. That's why I say come to a complete stop and just throw that on the line and make it catchable. That just wasn't catchable because he was still drifting to the sideline.
Second and 10. Hopkins over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Mays again. Hunter Main on the coverage again. And that brings up third and 10. Hopkins in shotgun. He's going to throw. He's in trouble. He's going down.
Great.
Mahonalai Havili gets to him. The defensive end, 6'1", 200. He's got a sack, and Bingham's going to get the ball back. Syracuse has to punt.
Yeah, I don't know what Hopkins is doing. You got to step up, and the hole is on the right side, not the left side. Normally, right-handed quarterbacks like to escape to the right. In this whole entire game, we've always seen him escape to his left, which is very unconventional. But the hole there for him to escape was on the right side. But great job by Bingham in getting to the quarterback.
Good coverage by the Syracuse Titans punt team.
That flag
Charger Doty at the punt return, but it never quite developed the way that he wanted it to.
That flag came in up high.
And we've got a penalty.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team, number 3. A 10-yard penalty. First down, Bingham.
Mark the Miners back a ways, but they do have the ball back. It's pretty big for the Miners to get a stop there to open the second half.
Yeah. Yes, it was. That's why, you want to take advantage if you get an extra possession in the game, and Syracuse was unable to.
Bingham running power, fullback and tailback. The give was to Swenson.
Didn't get much on that.
Not much at all. They give him a yard up to the 30-yard line.
See, back to the power iron. There's a lot of formations in this offense.
Pushed backwards is Swenson. Not much there.
Didn't get much. Now it's 3rd and 5. 3rd and manageable. The style of play, it's not like you're going to sack these quarterbacks on Bingham.
Syracuse bringing pressure. They blitz, and they get the stop.
Yeah.
So on 3rd and 5, Bingham comes up short. They're going to have to punt.
Yeah. That was a very quick possession, which is not what you want to do. You want to wear that defense out. 3 straight runs right up the gut. Very stout by Syracuse. So great job of getting out of that possession. Let's see what DJ Mays can do on punt return first. He's, as I said, with the ball in his hands, this guy is one of the most dangerous guys in the state.
Riley Wicker punts to Mays. It's a low kick. Takes a bounce. Mays is going to let it go. It's going to roll all the way into the side to the 20 to the 19-yard line. So that's where the Titans will start this next drive. A little bit of a game of field position here.
Right.
With 8:27 left, 3rd quarter. Tight ball game, 14-13. This is exactly what we expected tonight in the 8-9 matchup in the 6A playoffs. 2 evenly matched teams. Which one will survive and advance? We will find out here in about 20 minutes of game time. We'll move on to play the winner of American Fork Westlake. American Fork right now leading 21-0. So Mays with the catch. Actually, that's not Mays. That's Brock Hopkins. Hopkins with his first catch of the game. I saw the one. Did not see the 2. So Hopkins with the catch for about a gain of 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Hopkins rolls to his right. Now he's going to pull up and run. Hopkins has room to run. He's at the marker. He has the first down at the 25-yard line.
It was not easy to do, but he picks up that first down, extends this drive. Great job here. Put the football away. People are searching. Great job by Hopkins at escaping the pressure, right up the pocket, and knowing what he needed to do to get that first down. Let's see here.
Hopkins takes a shot over the top. Catch is made. Mays has it at midfield.
Honestly, that's all they should have did at the end of the first half. That's all you got to do with these two guys, Blatton and Mays. If they're double covered, it's still a possibility for them to come down with it. Look, Hopkins, it's just, I got one-on-one on the outside. Let me just throw it up. That needs to be my pre-snap read. I got to see where the post safety is, which one I'm going to have the best one-on-one matchup in, and I just throw it up. Even the same thing here. Blatton's there. Now he's motioning over to the other side, so they're going 4 strong. But, now Mays is on that side. Yeah, now you got one-on-one here.
First
Same
and 10
thing.
from the 48. Pressure comes. Hopkins
Ball's
fumbles.
out.
Ball's loose. Bingham has it. The recovery by Kasina Afamui.
That clock in your head. You just motioned to empty. They're bringing pressure. You got to get the ball out quick. That's got to be a snap and throw, whether you're throwing the fade or you're throwing the slant. You got to recognize the pressure coming on that. Great job by Bingham and not only getting to the quarterback, but swiping at the ball.
The strip sack was made by Mahonilai Havili on that last drive. He had a sack that ended that drive. This drive, Havili ends the drive with a strip sack. And the Miners are in business. They run up the middle. That's stuffed up. Miners starting this drive in Syracuse territory. What a play and what a night by Havili, the defensive end. 2 huge plays to start the second half.
Yes, that was big. It's still not over. You're still not out of the woods. You got to be able to put Syracuse away with points off of turnovers. That's huge. Points off turnovers is huge. And so them getting into the end zone or at least striking distance by wasting enough clock with pounding with the running game is what you want to do here.
Kaili will pass, takes a shot over the middle. Catch is made! Inside the 5, trying to get to the pylon, cannot. Carson Stetler's out at the 2. That is a 40-yard catch and run. Perfect throw by the sophomore quarterback, Kaili to Stetler. Here's another look.
Wow, wow, wow. Look at the touch on this. He puts it in the perfect position. Oh, just right? The receiver had to extend to get that, but he was able to continue on running and almost get to the end zone. That was a beautiful, beautiful play call. After all this run, and they want to throw that in there, I didn't even know they had that in their repertoire. Great work by Bingham.
Kaili's going to go quarterback sneak to finish the drive, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. The sophomore scores, and the Bingham Miners extend their lead, 20-13.
No tush push needed there. Just get it done. Great job by Kaili. Great throw and way to finish it off.
We await the extra point attempt. Cole Frankham trying to give the Miners an 8-point lead, and we have a flag. Ooh, this is interesting. You get half the distance to the goal.
Still the try.
I mean, you're up by 7. I don't see why not. I'd go for this.
Absolutely go for 2 here.
Well, one, this Syracuse defense doesn't feel like they can stop you from 1 yard unless they get extreme penetration. But you got some big boys up front. You might as well look. They got extra hogs in here. I think they put in a couple D linemen right there as well. So expect this and overload. Yeah, look at that. This is going to look like the Philadelphia Eagles right here.
Even the quarterback's over 200 pounds.
Right.
Okay, Ely's 185, but that's a big sophomore. They bring in the big boys. They're going to go Brimhall for the touch for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Tristan Brimhall gives Bingham a 9-point lead with the 2-point conversion.
And that's huge. To be up by 9 instead of 8 is extremely, extremely beneficial. It's what you want to do because no matter what Syracuse does, they got to get 2 possessions to tie this game up. And the way your defense is playing, you can really pin your ears back and stop it because you know Syracuse is all they're going to do is throw the football. So expect a lot of pressure out of Bingham here in these next quarter and a half.
Yeah, the analytics would tell you in that situation to always go for 2.
Yes. Yes.
With a chance to take a 2-possession lead as opposed to a 8-point lead. They execute that well. They're up 9 points here at home. Ron Thorne Stadium. It's rocking tonight. Playoff football here on Game Night Live. Now it's up to the Syracuse Titans and their offense to answer. Wicker sends that into the end zone. No return. Syracuse will begin at their own 20-yard line. Big drive for the Miners right there. That pass to Stetler set it all up. Of course, if you go before that, the Havili strip sack.
Yes.
Made that happen. So turnovers are huge, and Bingham forced one there. Number 18, Mohonelai Havili having a big game tonight for that Bingham defense. All right, here comes Syracuse. Hopkins trying to bounce back. And shotgun's going to hand it off.
Wow.
Nice run. First down and more. Kobe Bennett, his longest run of the night.
Great job right here. Getting to the open field. Again, that was one of those plays where it felt like he was running forever. Oh, penalty.
And just when you think they have a good feeling, some laundry falls on the grass out there, and everything changes.
It's a holding penalty that's going to take you back 10 yards there.
Everything coming up Bingham right now. So 5:41 left to play. The Miners, instead of 1st and 10 at the 30, at 35, are now looking at 1st and 20. Empty backfield. What do we have here? Now we have a flag, and it's another penalty. Let's see what the call is.
Offense 66. This is down.
So it gets worse for Syracuse. Now 1st and 25. Of course, the Titans are built for this with 2 of the best receivers in the state. Let's see what they can do. Hopkins just gets rid of it. Looked like Thompson was in the intended receiver, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that was going to be one of those wide receiver screens where he comes across the formation and you run everybody deep and he's supposed to come open, but there's way too much pressure in his face to deliver an accurate ball there.
2nd down and 25 from the 5-yard line. Hopkins to Blanton, out to the 10-yard line. Tackled quickly by Hunter Main, who's had a nice game tonight as well.
Yes. Giving him some breathing room.
Third down at 17. He picked up 8. Hopkins takes a shot up to the left. That's caught, but not for much. Didn't quite get to the 20, and so the Titans are going to have to punt.
Yeah, it's a great job by Bingham for going for 2 there, because this Syracuse offense has not really shown that they're able to put together consistent drives. They look really out of sync in this game, and in the playoffs, you get no tomorrow. You got to take care of now. So if they're out of sync now, it's too bad. Good punt.
Charger Doty on the return. He's going nowhere. Brought down by number 7, Keller Facer. Now we got another penalty.
Yeah, there's been some laundry here. This second has been full
We
of
had a
it.
fairly clean first half, not so much in the second.
Oh, yeah, this third quarter's been full of yellow.
During the
laundry.
return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team, number 5. 10-yard penalty. First down, Bingham.
That is deja vu. That happened on the last punt, and the penalty was the same play. So that'll move the Miners back. That's a big help for the Titans, who'll take any break they can get right now. Down 9. Their offense off to a rough start in the second half. All momentum on the Miners side. And now Bingham can put even more distance between them and the Titans as time continues to wind down. Patiently running again. No secret what they're doing. Chase Swenson on the carry. It seems to be the attitude of, this is what we're going to do.
Oh,
you
yeah.
stop us.
Stop us. And until they do, keep it going, man. You've had an effective running game. Even right now, you got a 9-point lead. So just drain that clock right now, which is going to wear on this defense until Syracuse offense can come up and put up something and complement their defense. This game is all Bingham.
Keeley will hand it off.
Great
right
job.
up the middle. First down. That's Brimhall this time. Brimhall had a big run earlier, and then he just got the 2-point conversion that gave them a 9-point lead. That'll move the chains, and the clock continues to run. 3:30 left, third quarter.
Great job. Right there, great play call, great execution. Maybe you can get that many yards on an up-the-gut play. You're doing things right.
First and 10. Kaili in the shotgun, connects with Brimhall. He's going to get near midfield. Going to mark him at the 49-yard line. Gain of about 3. They'll actually put him right at midfield. 4-yard gain.
84 on the play. Second and 6. Will be spotted at the 15-yard line.
Tristan Brimhall, he's had himself a really nice game. They're taking their time. They're doing these things right. Executing to perfection right now. Really wearing down this Syracuse defense.
Well, you hit a wall there. Swenson didn't get far. That'll bring up third down. Third down and about 6. It's an important moment for Syracuse, although Bingham's kind of in that go for 4th range here. But third and about 5.
This could be 2-down territory, but no, you got a 9-point lead.
Over the head of Swenson.
Yeah, so you punt this, you get a sky kick, you can pretty much pin Syracuse back in their own territory, and that's when your defense is extremely dangerous right there. And Syracuse is going to have to pull some things out of their magic hat to make things happen, but you got an opportunity to pin them deep here. Going into the fourth quarter, you take that.
Bingham head coach Eric Jones agrees with you. They're going to play the field position battle here with a 9-point lead. Wicker has had a good night punting.
Good kick.
It's a fair catch signal for Mays, and he's going to take it right about the 13-yard line. So the Titans have 13 minutes and 40 seconds to get a couple scores here and get back in this. I should say that definitely. They're definitely in this. They just got to get 2 scores to take a lead.
Oh, yeah.
But against this Bingham defense, that's not easy.
Well, yeah, the way they've played is not as if they're going to execute. You know, Bingham is all over everything. Their DBs are doing a great job tonight draping their receivers.
Bennett with the carry. Gets a few yards, well, maybe 2 yards before he's taken down.
Even those big gains that we did see, the defense is always there, you know, limiting the yak yards after catch. So this Bingham defense, you got to give credit to this DB unit.
That backfield has done really well, that defensive backfield for the Miners tonight. Mays and Blanton have had a couple, but not as many as they're used to. Hopkins. Mays almost had, oh, that was Blanton. In and out of his hands. A lot of frustration building out there for the Titans right now.
Yeah, these guys are really out of sync. These are things you just haven't seen from Syracuse all season.
Right.
They don't do that. There's been multiple of these plays right here. Quick slant open, that's going to be a first down for sure. And they just can't even catch the ball from even the pass being slightly off or just drop balls in general.
3rd and 8 for the Titans. Hopkins steps up. He's in trouble. He's going down. Bingham gets another sack. Will Van Cott gets there. Guess who else was there? Havili again. They share a sack. And the Titans are going to have to punt.
Yeah, that was great pressure.
High snap, it's handled, and the punt is away. Doty's going to take it. He's got room to run. He gets to the edge. Charger Doty inside the 20, out at the 7-yard line. What a return by Charger Doty, the 3-star safety. Finally has a big impact in this game, and special teams is how he does it.
It's a great return right here. Great pressure, great patience to get the return started, and then great explosion in the open field to get past the defenders right there, putting this offense starting inside the 10-yard line. So great job by Bingham by punting on that last drive, pinning him down, because when Syracuse has to punt, you're going to get the ball at least on your 50. But Charger Doty caught that ball on Syracuse's 48 and returned it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal from the 7. Brimhall into the end zone for the touchdown. Tristan Brimhall in for 6. And the Miners are rolling.
Yes, they are.
Situation where you go for 2 again. And they're set up to kick the extra point. And it looks like they will choose to kick it. This would be for a 16-point lead. Frankham makes it. The Bingham Miners take a 29-13 lead with 5 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Another look at the Brimhall touchdown.
That's easy peasy. Syracuse will was broken right there. They did not want to do anything on that. That was such a huge return. This defense was like, man, I can't believe we were set up in that position. There's just no win for us right there.
That was all set up by the Charger Doty punt return. Got his team down to the 7-yard line, and the offense took care of the rest on one play.
Great job. I mean, honestly, with the way Syracuse has been playing, this is almost out of reach.
This Bingham defense got to feel safe if you're a Bingham fan right now with a 16-point lead in this defense at home. That's a returnable kick. But he's not going to get very far. Just outside the 10-yard line. Doesn't even get to the 15. They'll mark that at the 13-yard line. And, boy, it is all Bingham right now as we end the third quarter. It's all Bingham here in the third quarter. The Miners take a 16-point lead into the fourth quarter. They're 12 minutes away from another appearance in the 6A quarterfinals. We'll be right back.
Moving mountains takes more than muscle. It takes commitment through the comfortable, the uncomfortable, the starts, the stops, the sunny days, the stormy days. Here at Salt Lake Running Company, rain or shine, we've got you. We are here to help you keep moving forward. Locally owned, locally operated since 1995, SLRC offers free custom shoe fittings, rewards, training groups, races, free events, seminars, and clinics. Visit us in store or online today at slrc.com.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Welcome back to Bingham High School, Ron Thorne Stadium. It's all Miners right now, up 29-13. Hopkins with the throw, catch made by Sean Blanton. He's got a first down and blockers out past the 25-yard line to the 26. That'll move the chains. How about that Bingham crowd bringing the Halloween feel? Fall break, but we do have some students here.
Face mask. Defense number 4, 5-yard penalty after enforcement is first down.
Face mask is 5 yards?
As long as if it's
quick.
If you touch the face mask, you know what I mean. It's like it's
not grabbed it, just touched it.
If you don't yank on it, like I guess we'll see right here. Like he put his hand in there, which is illegal, but it's not the 15-yard variety.
Oh.
That ain't going anywhere.
I always thought there was just one face mask penalty there. Honestly, that should have been a no call.
Lala Peppa with a big stop. A tackle for loss.
Well, Bingham is turned up, man. There's a lot of energy on there.
Yeah, it's all Bingham here tonight.
On their sideline, they are playing extremely well up front. Pass.
They go under center. It's a double pass. Hopkins going deep. Blanton has it at the 40, down to the 35. Nice pickup for the Titans, and now they've got a little juice.
Yeah, he could have honestly thrown to DJ Mays or Blanton right there. They were both wide open. Great call right there. Great setup. It's actually, he took the harder throw. You got to throw across your body. DJ Mays was on his side running the corner route wide open, but he took the harder throw, but it was a big completion.
Hopkins takes a shot over the top. Not going to get there. Blanton covered by Maine.
Yeah. That's hard. That's hard. It's great position by the DB. He was all over the top of him right there. So that's what might be what Syracuse just has to do to get back in this game. Just throw fades.
Going to pitch it out to Kobe Bennett. Bennett's got blockers. Bennett. Ooh, he takes a shot. Charger Doty came up from the safety position and knocked him backwards.
What's this call? Some more laundry.
Bennett did get 6 yards on the carry. Almost 7.
Personal foul. Illegal block below the waist.
Defense?
Let's see if we can see it again, and you can see where you see the low contact.
A DB doesn't want to take on
right there.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, a DB doesn't want to take on a big guy, so they go at their legs.
That is illegal for a good reason. That's an injury waiting to happen. Especially on an offensive lineman like that. That was the call, and it's the correct one. Wipes out Doty's big hit. Here comes the Titans. Thrown behind him. Is that intercepted? No. Incomplete. Almost had it.
That's intended for 2, Syracuse. Good coverage by number 4. Tyson McBride, making it incomplete.
Coverage by Tyson McBride. So it's an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. From the 15-yard line. The Titans got to score on this drive. Hopkins takes a shot as he throws it.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Titans! Sean Blanton! One-on-one, he wins the battle.
That's all you should have been doing this entire game.
Hopkins is hurt. He's slow to get up. He took a shot when he released this.
Well, he threw a shot and took one at the same time.
Wow. He threw a money ball, but he paid a price. Boy, do the Titans need that. They're right back in this now.
Oh, yeah, there's
they can go to 2 and cut it to 8.
Tons of time left to execute. But yeah, Hopkins is down right now.
Well, this is an interesting development. If Hopkins can't come back in this game.
Yeah, it is. He took a clean shot. That was a clean shot by the defender. Wasn't late. Wasn't anything.
Next on the depth chart at quarterback is a sophomore, Trey Nye. He's a senior. He's number 10. He's not a sophomore. He's number 10. Trey Nye, a senior, 6'5", 185.
6'5".
Hopkins has been their guy for the last 2 years. And this is a significant development as they continue to attend to him on the ground. We're going to take a short break while they do. 29-19, Bingham leads with 10:25 left to play. We'll have the conversion here after this.
U Conference football registration is open for the 2023 fall tackle football season. This year, we are proud to announce the addition of a girls-only division to play alongside our boys. Team scheduling lines you up against comparable competition, making every snap a valuable life lesson. UC football is safe and fun. Learn the game with confidence. The competition will be fierce and the camaraderie will be second to none. Sign up today at ucfootball.org. That's ucfootball.org.
Welcome back. Good news for Syracuse. Hopkins walking off on his own power. Doesn't seem to be limping too much. Let's hope he's okay. And hope he can continue. The Titans season on the line here in the last 10:25. They've cut the lead to 10 on that touchdown pass. Hopkins to Blanton. Do they go for 2? They should, and make this an 8-point game. Here they go. The backup quarterback is in. Trey Nye pitches it out to Kobe Bender's going to throw it in the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. Blanton gets the 2 points. And Sly, here we go. We got an 8-point game. It's a 1-possession game with 10:25 to play.
It is not over. Bingham is still going to have to be aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, putting pressure on this defense. And this thing, Bingham's offensive aggressiveness is different than other people. When you say aggressive, people think like, oh, I got to throw the ball, get down the field. No, I got to continue to put pressure on him with having a very effective running game, which has been great for Bingham. So aggressive is not only just laying down and not doing anything, wasting time.
What would be ideal for Bingham here is a long, sustained drive that ends in a touchdown that would put this game away. There's Hopkins. We'll see if he can come back in. That's something to watch.
Yeah, it's 10:25 left on the clock here. Bingham's going to have to orchestrate a drive that's at least 5.5 minutes off the clock and at least get 3 points out of it. That's no small task. That's a hard thing to do.
This Syracuse defense has been good tonight.
Yes.
That last touchdown came thanks to the punt return.
Yeah, Syracuse defense has just been waiting for complimentary football to happen. That's all. They just needed to get something for their offense, and their offense is plenty capable. They've been doing it all season, just not in this game. And so that was great work. They had the double pass, which was huge to Blanton, and then the touchdown to Blanton right there. That was great work by this Syracuse football team.
So a squib kick allows the Bingham Miners to return it up to the 38-yard line. 29-21. Bingham with an 8-point lead on their home field. 10:19 to play. 10:19 away from a spot in the 6A quarters. Up the middle, not much there. They're going to give him 3 yards. They're going to give him the 41-yard line.
Good forward progress right there from everything essentially being stuffed up.
That was Brimhall on the carry.
Second and 7.
Clock ticks. That's what Bingham wants. To Ely, hands it off. Swenson, he's stopped. He's down at the 42. So the Titans defense doing what they need to do, keep them under 3 yards on the carries. And now they force a third and about 7. Got to get to the 48-yard line to move the chains. Reverse.
Oh, great block. Oof.
And the Syracuse Titans gobble them up. They went to Carson Stetler on the reverse, and it wasn't there. And the Titans have forced a punt.
Wow.
With 8:45 left and counting.
Yeah, as I said, you said it. Syracuse defense has been playing great. You know, this is a very heavy running attack, and they've been doing a very good job at it. You know, it's just extremely hard to do when you're not getting anything from the other side of the ball. Now that they are getting something from the other side of the ball, you see them really come to life.
Wicker's going to punt to Mays. Mays is going to return it. Now he's down. Down at the 21. So the Titans are very much in this now.
Yes.
Down 8.
That was
8:19 to play. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion ties this game.
That was not the drive you wanted to have right there. If you're Bingham. That was a very quick drive. Took about 2 minutes off the clock. Put no pressure on Syracuse at all.
Hopkins hands off. Kobe Bennett with the run. Another big shot from Doty. Charger Doty. Hard-hitting safety.
This junior's playing with his hair on fire tonight, man. Wow. Look at this. Boom. Get some.
That's 2 drives in a row that Doty has gotten a big hit in on Kobe Bennett. Okay, Hopkins is back in the game. Takes a throw. Oh, another big hit. Chargers Doty. They're going to flag that.
Would he be defenseless? Is that what the call would be? Because I don't see.
The catch was made. I'm not sure. Here's the call.
I don't see how that could be. That's not a penalty.
Are they discussing this? They're talking about it.
He didn't lead with the head. Is he defenseless?
It appeared to me to be a legal hit. I'd like to see it again on a replay. The referees don't have that privilege. they've got to make the right call here.
Personal foul, hit on defenseless player, defense, 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play, results in a first down.
That is a huge
What
call.
do you want him to do there? I mean, he got his head out of the way.
You know what, Sly? I'm going to be honest. If he wraps him up, I don't think they throw the flag.
What's the difference?
There is no difference. It's a visual difference is all. I'm telling you, if he wraps him up and doesn't just take a shoulder shot, then they don't make that call.
That's a horrible. Well, he's on the Syracuse sidelines where that flag came from, but that's as a defensive guy, I hate that for him.
Hopkins over the top too much on that, so it'll be 2nd and 10. No matter, we move on.
Yes.
Miner fans are not going to like that, but the ball is now at the 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10. We have a clock issue. The clock is still running. It should have stopped with the incomplete pass.
Home clock, eh?
They're coming over here to address that.
Well, it's a reason why you're going to have home games, right?
So they put 7:20 back on the clock. And once we're set, we're going to go.
So how do they determine that when they just minus the 40-second play clock from where their play clock is at?
You can use the play clock to determine how much time went off the clock.
Gotcha. I always wondered that. I was like, okay, quick math.
Got a fail-safe built in there. All right, Hopkins making the play call here. Under 10 seconds on the play clock. Trips to his left. He's going to throw. The rush comes, but he's got Mays. Mays has got about 6-7 yards before he's taken down. DJ Mays with the catch. So they'll set up a 3rd and manageable. What a ball game this has been.
Yeah, I mean,
Bingham was this close to blowing it open, and the Titans are right back in it. And here we go with a fantastic finish, just as you'd expect between the 8 and the 9 seed in the 6A playoffs.
And this is 2-down football right here.
Hopkins, they're going to blow it dead.
False start.
False start. Offense number 73. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
That's a setback for Syracuse, and that's going to change their play call. And you go from 3rd and manageable to 3rd and long. That's a big one.
Yeah. But again, this is 2-down football.
Oh, yeah, you're going for it.
So don't feel like you have to pick it up here. Give what the defense is giving you. Do the layers routes here and just have somebody come in open. Oh, wow.
That's offsides, and they'll get the 5 back.
Encroachment. Defense number 98. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Well, we're right back to where we were.
Here we go. 3rd down and 3 from the 47-yard line.
And the clock is ticking.
Plenty of time on the play clock. Hopkins will take his time. They're okay with that clock running.
Yes.
In a one-possession game. Hopkins, rush is coming. He's in trouble. Gets rid of it. Wide open. Catch is made. Brock Hopkins with the catch. He got loose in the middle. Great job by Hopkins to spot him as he's rolling to his left.
Right. As I said, he loves to escape to his left for some reason. But he does a great job here of finding the open guy, getting those extra yards, and putting them in striking distance.
Hopkins going to hand off Bennett. He's in trouble. They get him down. That's a tackle for loss.
Number 24, Syracuse, Toby Bennett, carrying the ball, tackled by number 95.
Great job by Bodie Patterson coming up from the safety position.
Will Van Cott got him too. Great play by Van Cott. So it's
5-yard loss.
Second down and almost 15. Hopkins, quick hitter outside. Thompson gets loose, but has to run out of bounds, runs out of room. He does get a few yards on that.
I do like these play calls better. You know, this is a great, a better play called game. I wouldn't say game because it's been worse up front, but the plays that Syracuse are running, I feel like are more effective. Doing a really good job here.
Clock stops at 4:56. Third down and about 10. Hopkins looking deep, fires, caught at the 15-yard line. That'll move the chains.
Again.
The Titans. How tough have they been in this fourth quarter?
Are they brothers?
Up against it, they are fighting. Brock Hopkins with 2 big catches on this drive.
Are they brothers or cousins?
That's a good question. They got a connection right now.
Yeah, they do. Great run.
Ethan Larkin gets about 5 yards. They'll take about the 11-yard line. They are in position. They are in the red zone. So second down and about 6. Hopkins, time over the middle. That's knocked away. Tyson McBride with great coverage. He went back to Brock Hopkins, but McBride shut it down.
Yes.
That brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Again, you're in 2-down territory here. So you can even run a QB draw right here, right? I would have the running back in the backfield. I would spread these guys out really far, motion that running back out, and run the QB draw, just like this. Pressure's coming, check out, get the ball out.
Hopkins under pressure, screen pass, not happening. What a play.
Yes.
Wrapping him up. Hunter Main has had himself a night.
Yeah, they went 0 coverage. So that's what I'm saying. I had the QB draw on, but I saw that pressure coming, so you got to check out of that. You got to check out of that and hit that first receiver on a slant, but you got to tell somebody that you're checking out of it. But you had plenty of time to be like, hey, hot, hot, hot. Everybody look hot. Ball's coming out.
4th and 7 from the 12. They can get a first down at the 5.
This is big. This is huge down right here.
Game on the line here. Keep in mind, both teams have all 3 timeouts. Hopkins, play clock runs out. The play clock ran out. Did they get a timeout before?
Nope.
Delay game. Offense number 5.
Wow.
5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
Cool for score.
4th down and 7. You can't get the play in. 3:10 left to play now. And they're going to back up another 5.
I'd kick the field goal.
You know what? They got 3 timeouts. There's 3:10 left on the clock.
I'd kick the field goal.
I would think about it. Thompson's an excellent field goal kicker.
Yeah, he is. They made one from earlier, from earlier. I'd kick the field goal.
But they're not. 4th and 12. They're going for it. This could be their season. Hopkins. Plenty of time. Escapes the pocket. Rolling right. Throws. Interception. The pass is intercepted. Charger Doty.
They're going to keep that good man down. He's played an amazing game tonight. That was a huge play. One, these Syracuse receivers do not do a good job of uncovering. They see your quarterback scrambling, you have to go find something, and they just do not right there. Putting Hopkins in a bind, trying to make a play. Oh, great job by Charger Doty right there, coming up with the huge. That may be the ball game, folks.
Clock's running. Syracuse needs to get the ball back. They have 3 timeouts.
I'm telling you, they should have kicked the field goal. Kicked the field goal, you would have been down by 6. You would have been down by 5, excuse me. You would have been down by 5. You use these 3 timeouts. You go no huddle offense. And you have the potential to end the football game. Because Bingham wouldn't have an opportunity after that. You got a good field goal kicker. There's a reason why you got kickers. You got to use them, right?
Let's check the 6A playoff scoreboard real quick. The Lone Peak Knights defeat the Mountain Ridge Sentinels 14-3. Corner Canyon's moving on with a 52-0 win over Layton. The Davis Darts find a way at home to survive. They win 17-13 over Weber. Pleasant Grove right now in the 4th quarter leads Harriman 21-17. Great ball game there. American Fork is up 41-7 in the 3rd quarter over Westlake. The Lehigh Pioneers have a 31-0 lead over Riverton as they go into the 4th quarter. Skyridge up big on Farmington 42-14. That in the 4th quarter. And of course this game right now, the Bingham Miners with a 29-21 lead, 2:51 left. The Miners are 2:51 away from another quarterfinal appearance. The Titans need a stop. That's a first down. Brimhall with the first down. And the Miners are starting to feel it.
Essentially, under 3 minutes here, you're draining this clock. Opponent has 2 timeouts. I think you can get one more first down here. You can call that game. Syracuse needs to be biting, clawing, stabbing at the football right now. No biting, no biting.
Swenson with the carry.
And right after that play, there's a timeout by Syracuse.
It's playoff football, man. It's going to be an exciting finish. Exciting finish. You've seen a lot of these teams in 6A, the teams that you felt like would have easy games like the Pleasant Grove and Davis games.
Yeah.
They're tight. It's going to get interesting as we enter the quarterfinals here.
So 2:07 left. Syracuse has 1 timeout left. They can get the ball back with a stop, but they're not going to have a lot of time left with no timeouts. So Bingham in good shape here. A first down would end it. And that will do it. The Bingham Miners get a first down, and now they can go into victory formation.
As a reminder, immediately after the game, we ask you quickly and safely exit the stadium and refrain from coming onto the field with staff, players, coaches, or other families. Immediately after the game, please quickly and safely
Is he now going to call timeout?
And going down onto the field with staff, players, coaches, or other families.
Hope there's
They're
not
going to run it
another,
again.
not another Miami play that happens, right?
Brimhall with the carry. Syracuse will take a timeout. It's 40-second play clock. And we're under 2 plays here, which 80 seconds, there's actually 78 seconds left in the game. So 2 downs will do it.
Crowd saying, "Who's your daddy?" in remarks to the Denver Nuggets over the Lakers. Well, the Bingham Miners can claim that title in this football game. They are the Syracuse Titans' daddy in this game. Who's your daddy? It's a great chant.
Did you see some of the memes this week? They had the Nuggets starting five on the Maury Povich show with the phrase, "You are the father of the Lakers." So, a little basketball humor there. The Nuggets certainly own the Lakers right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you got to love that spirit, though.
All you had to do is get Michael Malone in his parade outfit.
Yeah.
Up there on Maury and saying that he's the father. That would have been great.
So the Miners in victory formation. It's just a matter of time now.
Yeah,
Math is on their side. The Miners are going to wrap this up in advance. Death Taxes and Bingham in the quarterfinals. Freddie Fernandez, the offensive coordinator, one of the all-time great coaches in this state. Excellent job tonight with their scheme.
Yes.
It was effective. Wasn't always pretty, but it got the job done tonight. We're not coming back.
Great win for
Bingham Miner fans are going to enjoy Halloween even more. They got all weekend to party and enjoy this. The clock is running out. The Bingham Miners protect their home field. They are advancing to the 6A quarterfinals. The Syracuse Titans with a very good season. But their season ends in the second round.
When you get into these games, you have absolutely no idea what the outcome is going to be. You know, the first quarter, as we've seen, there was so many issues. It felt rusty, right? You know, these guys had a bye week last week. There was things that they weren't able to accomplish, a lot of false starts and just sloppy play to start this game. And things really picked up in that second quarter. They picked up. You saw some stunning was going to provide an excellent spark in the second half. And then Bingham just did a great job of staying with it, playing great defense, getting to Hopkins. And, man, it just turned it out, man. And it's exactly what you got to do in playoff football. And I think this is the win that Bingham needs to propel them into the next round.
Speaking of the next round, the Bingham Miners have earned a shot at #1 American Fork. The Cavemen will host that game next Friday. The Cavemen defeated the Westlake Thunder tonight 41-13. So the Bingham Miners advance to take on American Fork next Friday in the 6A quarterfinals. The winner of that game earns a spot at Rice-Eccles Stadium. That's a wrap from Ron Thorne Stadium at Bingham High School. For Stevenson Sylvester and our entire Game Night Live crew, I'm Jeremiah Jensen. We will see you next Friday on Game Night Live.